Welcome back to Oracle of Seasons Part 7. We are still hunting down the star-shaped ore.
We're hunting down the bribe we need. Oh, God. Oh, the holes. Holes everywhere.
Yes.
This is the power of the magic shovel.
Yes. The power of the magic shovel. This is the screen where I find it. Hence why I haven't jump cut out yet.
You had to do a lot of digging so far just to make it.
Yes, I did.
Jeez.
Although it's a good thing that I did all this digging, because it allows me to trade, it allows me to go to the shop for a lot of really useful items.
That's true. Because blue ore is worth
1.
Then
Red ore is worth 10. Gold ore is worth 50.
star-shaped ore is...
The star-shaped ore. Yay! Now I can.
Yes.
Yes. Now I can go and trade it for the ribbon, and then we can go on our date.
Because that's what you're supposed to do when you want to date a beautiful girl. Give her really nice things.
You know, like plastic ribbons.
You give her accessories. A seed ring. I love it how the shop owner has no idea what any of these things actually are.
Well, no, he knows what the Pegasus seeds are.
Yeah, but he didn't know what the heart piece was.
And the ore chunks.
And for some reason, he insisted on a very specific object to trade for the ribbon. This one's more expensive. Oh, a big bomb bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pick up this red bomb.
And now I can carry 30 bombs.
Wow. I was under the impression that that was just like buying more bombs. Fuck you, Gasha Seed. Huh. A silver seed and 20-cent seeds. Yay.
Yes. And for the rest of the game, you'll be able to purchase Gasha seeds from him.
You're buying a lot of shit from this guy.
Well, I'm out of ore chunks now, so I can't buy that ring.
I wonder...
And I don't have Gale seeds yet, so...
I wonder what the more expensive rings do.
I think they're just random rings that you can get out of Gasha seeds.
Ah. Oh, God. Completion. Imagine completionism in this game.
Yeah, completionism in this game requires that you got all the rings that you could get that were only available in seasons, and I didn't get all of those.
Fuck it. Just fuck it. I love this sequence. Wow, like, thank you.
Since you're so nice, I'll go on a date with you, because that's totally how bribery works.
Oh, look, the music is in 3/4 to suggest how maybe romantic this is. You know, it's especially humorous is when you use Pegasus seeds to just drag her along at the same speed that you're running at.
Yeah, Rosa will actually mimic almost all of your actions when it comes to movement.
Including jumping.
Yep, which is awesome, because that's how you unlock a particular door.
Yes. It's like you need me, I need you. Start unlocking things. Don't ask questions. Let's go.
This is obviously the most romantic date I have ever been on.
This is the only date that Link's ever been on. And it's...
Hence why he keeps digging up all of the shit.
This is... like, need I say more? She wanted a thing from me, now I need a thing from her. Reciprocity. Except no. That's not how it works.
There.
The money's on the dresser, baby. I'm done with you.
And now we have blessed our Rod of Seasons with the Spirit of Summer.
Oh, we've blessed the rod, alright. If you know what I mean.
You have come, adorable hero. I am the Spirit of Summer. In summer, vines grow tall and creeks
Creeks dry up.
Now I grant you the power of the Spirit of Summer.
Wee. Will it improve my potency?
Not really, although it will allow us to progress into the next dungeon.
Wee.
Summer is honestly one of the most useless seasons to change it too, because there's very few water areas in the game. I mean, there's plenty of vine areas that you have access to, but a lot of them are trolly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's Eyeglass Lake has a hidden thing if you go in there in the summertime.
Yes. I'm taking Rosa through the rest of the Temple of Seasons because I think that there's a special event if you manage to take her to all of the different squares in Subrosia.
I don't think
I don't actually show that off because honestly I failed to do it.
I appreciate you trying to simulate the experience of taking a hidden monster on a date. But yeah, Rosa's only real function is just to open doors.
Yep.
So, besides that, she's just following you. Always right behind you. What the fuck?
Please hurry to Din's aid. Yes, you can talk to the spirits again.
And Rosa doesn't give two shits. I think the only...
There, Rosa. I took you to 2 different spirits today. Now, I have to leave you here in hell because I have, other princesses to save.
But hey, if you ever want to have another romantic escapade with this character, just talk to her, and she'll be more than happy to follow you once again.
Yep. Because we can't actually get all the doors unlocked. There's at least one more that we do not have the ability to get right now.
Yes. I'm also pretty sure that she wanted to go... She said... Her character said that she wanted to go to Temple of Seasons, probably to prompt you that her key, very, very conspicuous key on her person, opens the summer door.
Yep.
Just in time for the 3rd dungeon.
Here, I'll take you to the market so we can buy another ring.
This is the asshole who had your ribbon. I'm gonna punch him now.
And boom, that's all the rings that you can buy from her.
Oh man. 100
ore chunks and 20 cent seeds.
Jesus Christ.
I will be purchasing that one eventually, but yeah, for the rest of the game, you can purchase Gasha seeds from him.
Bye, Rosa.
Alright, Moosh, let's go. We have a dungeon to clear.
Yes. I find something very humorous about Link having just come off of a quote-unquote... Oh god.
Yeah, Moosh can't go into deep water. He won't even attempt to hover over it.
Jesus. Well, I was gonna say, I find something very humorous about Link having just coming off of a date and then riding on the back of a winged creature.
Yes.
It's like his testosterone has been maximized. Boom.
I missed.
You missed.
I'm not entirely sure if you can actually kill those enemies, though.
You can.
Okay.
You have to... I know the magic boomerang works on those things, but they're never in your path, so it's never required for you to kill them.
Winter, and now it is summer.
Everything's so colorful.
And here we are, Dungeon 3, Poison Moth's Lair.
Poison Moth's asshole, because this dungeon kinda sucks.
This dungeon only kinda sucks, but to be perfectly honest, it's not the dungeon itself that I have problems with. I am still mentally scarred from Poison Moth from Link to the Past. I hate that fight.
Which boss was the Poison Moth boss in that game?
That was the Skullwoods in Dark World. Oh man, that is a doozy right there. And the thing is, this is a very similar fight when we get to it, but thankfully it's not the same fight because that would have been just mean.
Yeah. What? You mean this game will be cheap with the boss fights? You don't say. It's cheap with a lot of other shit.
Well, there's only a couple of boss fights that I really have problems with. Onyx's second form, Onyx's third form being a bit more difficult than I would like.
I notice you keep referring to Onyx's forms as 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Whereas I refer to them as just 1 and 2.
Well, here's the thing: although, here was the end of my first recording session.
And here's the start of your second recording session.
Yep.
What were you gonna say, Gerda?
The thing about Onyx is that I count them as different forms because you handle them in slightly different ways each time.
Yes, I agree. But when I think of a form, I think of actual, like...
An actual metamorphosis?
Yes, exactly. Okay. I don't like these guys. There's not
the Pulse voice I don't actually have any problems with. Just throw bombs at them, but the only reason I know that is because of Legend of Zelda 1.
My problem with that particular area right there is that you don't...
I hate this puzzle.
I hate this puzzle too. But my problem with the pose voice right there is that you don't really have enough room to actually throw the bombs without maybe hurting yourself.
Yes, I jump cut to me solving this puzzle.
I believe you already have, yep. Oh, no. Oh, this is an interesting way to solve it. Multiple solutions!
Yes, it's multiple solutions, but...
Holy algebra, Batman!
Yay!
Get it! Pathway! I still don't really care for this music track.
Yeah. It's very minimalistic.
Very, very much so, yes. As though to capture the I don't know, like the motions of a moth. It's, you know, it flies for a bit, then it hangs on the wall for a couple minutes, then it starts flying again. Chickens everywhere.
Yeah. Except these aren't chickens, these are Easter heads, I think.
They always remind me of
the Rock's Feather!
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We have access to over 90% of the map now.
Once again, the game gives you the jump item in the same room, where as soon as you get the jump item, you can exit the room more easily. So you just have to jump over the fucking floor thingies.
Rupee chest. I still hate P-Hats. P-Hats are still the most evil enemy in the game.
They really are, because they have invincibility frames, the bastards.
Yes, while they're hovering around, they are immune to damage.
I hate having to wait to kill things. I play this game to kill things. Don't make me wait to do the thing I want to do.
There's one turtle down.
We're killing things.
Not really. We're sending them into the room below, yes, which counts as killing them.
Basically. Enemies can't survive falls.
So, one thing that I need to note is the Rock's Feather is still really slippery.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. You're telling me. Okay.
Yep.
You see, there's my biggest pet peeve right there. You got a game over because of a platforming section.
I jump cut.
Yes.
Mind you, the game overs due to platforming happen really rarely for me, so...
Thank God.
Actually, I think that I only get one other game over from platforming.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, please note that Gerdat has to stop and stand in perfectly still, like, while using the Rock's Feather in order to use it correctly. Because Link... and suddenly Link is breakdancing. Link has to transfer his full momentum in the direction that he was going in up to the last moment before hitting the Rock's Feather button. And that's what makes it a fucking pain in the ass, is because he can't transfer momentum while in midair. Platforming.
There we go.
Platforming is easily one of the worst mechanics in this entire game. For both games, actually, but especially worse in this game.
I didn't have nearly this many problems with platforming when it came to Oracle of Seasons, though. They used it much less.
You mean Ages?
Yeah, Ages.
Well, it's because Ages also didn't allow you to upgrade the Rock's Feather for reasons.
Yeah.
I like that they enhance how far you can jump. I think it's fantastic. But the fact that they had to design puzzles to accommodate your newfound ability just makes it goddamn terrible.